Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Okay, so maybe I am on a what makes relationships work tip, okay? Now, you have to want to be in a relationship for what I'm about to tell you because the things that I'm about to share with you, they're spoken about or written about from a marriage perspective. But as a person who is recently out of a relationship that lasted nearly a year, this is what I did in our relationship, and I feel helped me to become a better partner, in the relationship. So I will read. Here are 3 tiny things both partners do that make a marriage successful. I don't know where I got this from. You know how you're on the internet and they have the titles of different articles and you just click on it? So it could be, I don't know where I got it from. But anyway, I printed it because it resonated with me. Here are 3 tiny things both partners do that make a marriage successful. 1, they start their sentences with, I love it when. Try starting your sentences, even complaints, with, I love it when. For instance, instead of, why haven't we gone on a date recently? That's the way most people would say it. Why don't you take me out anymore like you used to? Why don't you do this? You know, you used to do that. So it sounds like a complaint, right? Instead of saying, why haven't we gone on a date recently? You would say, I love it when we go out together. Remember when we went to that restaurant that night? I had so much fun. Let's do that again. When I was younger, I would be like, dang, that's too much. That's too much work. But guess what? That works. Even as I read it to you, when I said the first one, why haven't we gone on a date recently? Nobody was saying that to me. I was just reading it. And I felt myself in my stomach like getting in a knot. I felt my stomach getting in a knot. And I was just reading it. So imagine if I heard it or if someone said it to me. I would get defensive. My body would tense up and I would get defensive. I don't know. I'm not the only one in this relationship. That would be my response. But when I read the other response of how I could say it, I love it when we go out together. Remember when we went to that restaurant that night? I had so much fun. Let's do that again. I'm like, yeah, let's do that again. Now it's a little wordy, but a way that I might say it is, remember when we went to Le Colonial restaurant, that French restaurant? That was like really good food. And remember, it was light. It was filling, but it was light. It didn't taste like a whole bunch of processed food. And maybe that's a bit much, a lot of words to say, but that's my way of saying it. It would be nice to go there again. I've actually said something like that to my friend. But you see the difference? By me, like, adding more expression and remember the food and it tasted so light. It was filling, satisfying, but it was light and fresh ingredients. Yeah, I remember. It makes you want to get up and, well, let's go now. It makes you want to do that, okay? So it reads, couples who approach a conversation with open dialogue instead of accusations and blame have happier relationships. It fosters good communication and brings them closer together in the long run. So marriage is my thing. I want to be married forever. I'm 63. Whoever I'm marrying is probably going to be 60 or more. It's like, we need to go ahead and do this thing. And we're in it to win it. We're not in it to get a divorce and go our separate ways. We got to be 100% in. I bring my 100% commitment. He brings his 100% commitment. And we have 200% commitment. There's no stopping that if we are 200% committed to our relationship and each other. Okay, that's the first thing. The first one is they start their sentences with, I love it when. The second thing, they write down what they appreciate about one another. So make a list of the small things you notice that your partner does or says. To catch your partner doing something right, start in the morning and continue through the evening as if you're tracking their good habits. For instance, made coffee, poured my cereal, called me in the afternoon, paid the bill after I forgot. An awareness of these small moments builds a habit of mind of seeing your partner in a positive way. When it is time to voice your appreciation, it will be easier to recall one moment out of many. Of course, there may be negative moments, but try to actively engage your mind in remembering the good ones. Reminiscing about the positive moments creates a close bond. Now, I journal. I try to do it every day. In some months, I'm really good. I do every day, no matter what. But I really can say I do it 3 to 4 times a week. And by journaling, I'm writing down not only negative things and my feelings about it, but I'm writing down good things that's happened to me and good things that I've gone through with my partner. We went to the movies and we went dancing and we were flirting with each other and we had a really good time. He's a great dancer. So when it's time to compliment him, I don't have to scratch my head and wonder, like, what did he do? What did I like? And I don't think we've really had that many things that were negative that we had to talk to each other about. And when we did, there was no screaming and yelling and all the emotionalism that couples have about stuff. We were just able to talk it out, even when conversations were really, really difficult. And hasn't been easy conversations the whole time, but I just never lost my cool. So I think that's good. And the third thing is they build up their partner. Find moments to tell your partner about how amazing and brave a certain behavior has been. For example, if they collected old clothing for donation, you can say, babe, you're so thoughtful and giving, not just to this family. Or, thanks for coming out shopping with me on Wednesday. Even though it was boring for you, I'm glad you came. Your attitude is your responsibility. You have the opportunity to adjust the narrative you want to tell yourself about the relationship. This narrative is important because it affects the intensity of your arguments and ultimately your long-term success as a couple. So I believe in premarital counseling, and that will help. A good premarital counseling sessions will bring up all the things that causes couples to divorce, and you will have a very clear understanding of what you have in common and what your values and your goals and your morals are, and if they are in alignment. Yes, that is it. So these points were done in terms of marriage, but in my opinion, These points are helpful when you are in a committed relationship, whether you're mated or married or dating or seriously dating. Because if you're just dating to be dating, then this is really not that important. You're just trying to get to know the person. But if you're dating and dating seriously to lead to a commitment, it's time to practice this stuff now and not later. Now. And so I can say that I have been doing these 3 things in my relationship so that they can become a part of me. It will be natural for me to start sentences with, I love it when, or I like it when you do this. It makes me happy when you do that. This makes me happy. And write down things that you appreciate about the person. By me journaling my appreciation, I can remember. But now that I think about it, it would be nice to just have a running list somewhere, like in my drawer or whatever, if I'm married, in my things in my drawer that he does, so that I can have some things to show my appreciation up for, and tell him that I appreciate about him without struggling to remember what they are. I can just look at my list and say, oh yeah, I haven't said that to him lately. Let me say that. And yes, this requires effort, ladies. Yes. And they build up their partner. You know, when he's thoughtful, when he's giving, not only to you, but to family, dear friends. Because one thing about a kind, generous man is that he's usually kind and generous with others as well. And you can't be jealous of that. You just can't. You have to accept that as part of who he is and accept it. And as long as he's taking care home first and they're getting leftovers, generous kindness is left over for others, it's okay. It's okay. That's where you have to do your work on your triggers. And if that's triggering you, why? That's your work to do, not his, yours. So that's it. I just thought this was good. This was good. Wanted to do a quick video on it. And join my private Facebook group, a dating playbook for mature women. If you're a member of Facebook, ask to join through there. If you're not, you have to have an account, I believe. And if you can't find it or having trouble, email me at the hypergamy@gmail.com. Send me an email about your desire to join the private Facebook group. If you want a free dating guide, email me at the hypergamous@gmail.com as well. I have journals on Amazon. They come in different sizes, colors, and affirmations are different for each and every one of them. And if you feel like donating, Buy Me a Coffee is the platform, and all of that is in the description. All of the above that I just said is in the description. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bells so you'll be made aware of new videos. See you in the next one. Bye.